Ladies and gentlemen, take three. Joe, filmmaker, photographer, have some thoughts that he can share with you how to make your videos and how to make your pictures better. So where it all starts.
Well, I mean, I think where we left off is basically a production and making sure how to make it go smoothly.
Yes.
Just organization is really good, but once the organization, everything's working perfectly, right? Now your job comes in, you have to shoot, right? Now getting the models to work with you, that's a different story. Everybody always has their own methods. You know,
what do you mean? You sleep with them? You give them candy?
No.
You pay them?
That's the wrong way, but definitely don't do that.
No, don't do that.
But yeah, don't do that. Always know who it is that you're working with. It's great. Models and photographers need to already build a relationship from the start. So it's always good to build up that trust and be on the same page. When I say same page, meaning you both know what you guys are trying to achieve. Now, however you deliver it doesn't really matter to me, as long as that you're always providing respectful feedback to the model. And usually they feed off of your energy. So if you're tense, they're going to be tense. So you always have to find out what it is.
You have to be comfortable and confident at all times. No matter what comes at you, you need to project that.
Even when things are going bad, you need to make it look like it's going good, right? So, you know, sometimes you have to wheel them in because sometimes they could be not confident. Maybe they lack experience, but it's your job to bring it back. Or they're overconfident and they're taking it too far, so you got to bring them back. Okay. Like, look, okay, you know that it's not that kind of shoot. Let's bring it back here, and then that's how you do it. But you have to do it in a manner where they understand it. They don't feel disrespected, because if they shut down,
they walk in the middle of the set, you lose the first half of the day, you've been shooting and the girl left, what you can do, you finish your video, your production, so that doesn't look good.
Yeah, and especially if like you don't want to build a reputation where you're hard to work with, you want to build a reputation where you're easy to work with, so this way people who hire you, they'll work with you again. Models that, you know, work with you, they actually spread good news about you. You know, so you don't want to build a bad reputation by, you know, coming off too much of a hard ass. Which I'm pretty tough on set, but you know, because I have a high standard when I come on set. Like things have to be a certain way, because you know I need this.
What are your
I don't think I have that. I don't think my standards are that high.
Everybody come on time, so that's
everybody come on time. Come in with your equipment, MUAs. Like already have your concepts nailed down. Talk to introduce yourself.
Nails, toenails.
Right.
Have to be done. Some girls think that you know, they can come unprepared.
That's a producer. That's a producer job. Producer needs to communicate all that down the line so that the models do know that information. Of course, models, like professional models, already know how to come properly to a shoot. But sometimes you never know where the models are coming from. So then sometimes they don't have that knowledge. So it's always good to have it there, even if it's assumed. You know, you can't assume in production. You have to always have the same outline.
What do you do in case, let's say, you do a makeup and the girl doesn't like it? No matter what you do, she's not happy with the makeup and hairstylist.
Well, you have to think about it like this: is it for the model, or is it for the, or for the?
It's for the designer's happy, but the girl, if she doesn't like it,
hey, look,
she doesn't look good. This she will not cooperate. What do you do?
I mean, I've been on sets like that.
You convince them?
What we do is, at least what I do, is I always shoot what the client wants. I shoot what the client wants, and I talk to the model, I'm like, look, I get it. We gotta shoot it, because this is what the client wants. You're getting paid, I'm getting paid, this is what she wants, let's get it done. Do it. And then I can suggest I can talk to it. Oh, let's try a different
But that
look.
would be a compromise, which means that it's not going to be best of the best. The girl would not give her best. Well, look, I try to do, for example, I ask them first to come hair and makeup ready as they like it,
Right.
and I give them first take to shoot the way they feel comfortable. Once I get it done, then I can ask them to have a second look the way I like it, and because they already have it's done in their
But there's
first look, they kind of
there's a
feel that
difference.
it's okay. I might have a choice between two looks,
Right.
so that way she already gave it the way she likes it, and the second time she will just do the way I like it.
Well, I mean, you see, I only see that situation coming about is if you're doing a collaboration and it's something between you guys, because you guys are working together and you both want to be
No,
happy.
we're talking about the money part. It's the end result for me.
But who's paying for it?
The designer, the production team.
Right. So if the designer says, "I want this girl to have purple lines on her face," then that's what I have to shoot. That's what she asked for. If I shoot anything aside from that, if I don't shoot that, then I'm liable.
I'm not saying don't
Right.
shoot what designer require. I'm saying that one of the tricks that it's just a suggestion there, but it's
Right.
been working for me in the past. I would ask, let's see, if the talent wants particular look. I think I look better from the left side, or I don't look in the purple line over my. I want it green. Say, okay, let's do it your way. I let them do. If it doesn't take a full day of production, even 10,
Right.
5, 10 minutes.
I mean,
and
if it's
then
a
I go
if it's
back
a
to
shot.
normal.
Here's my thing about compromise. Right. Once you start with a little compromise,
They keep pushing
you
and
keep pushing it. So it's better to
Not even giving.
not even give it. Just say, look, this is where we're gonna shoot, and if I can talk to whoever, if it's a designer or for the producer, and I'll tell them not because the model told me, just because I have a second suggestion. I took what they wanted. Okay, we have time. We're on time, and if we can shoot it, we'll shoot it. Because a lot of times that's what happens. We do a collaboration, your idea, my idea, and the next thing
I had
happens, you
experience
have.
on many shoots when the first couple of shots that I would do early in the morning and the last couple of shots right before we close are the best actually shots. All day long we shoot and keep shooting and plan and work, and all of a sudden the last few seconds are the best. So the first shot that we get before they get ready in the mood, it's the best.
Yeah.
Everything else is not going in production.
I mean, it depends on what it is. If you're stretching out the shoot too long, of course, any model will get exhausted and they don't have the same fire that they had before.
Right.
Right. But if you are aware, I always keep I keep my frames short. I know I'm going for my mids, I'm going for fulls, I'm going for tight shots. I know already in my head, I'm so used to it, the shots that I need to get. So if I bang those out really quick and I'm communicating with the model quickly, then I can do the series and still have, it's about keeping the energy and compressing that time. So yeah, to your point, best shots in the beginning, best shots in the end, but if you can squeeze it in,
happen. It's not always the case. It's,
if you can squeeze in that time, this is just theoretical, but this is how I work. But if you can squeeze that time down, you'll have her energy strong, high already in the first couple of shots and strong at the back end. Then you can say, okay, step away, go, get changed, do a different look.
Okay, what
next
else?
final comes in.
Let's say, what are the other best practices?
Best practices for photographers.
Controlling the-
Control.
Yes.
Always communicate. Always keep yourself open,
Okay,
knowing
let's-
what's going on, being
Let's say
aware.
Your lead model doesn't show up. What do? You call and you cancel the
I
shoot.
mean, normally you want to have a
you
backup. You want to have a backup. Somebody who is already on set. We usually want to have that backup already there. So in the event, the worst thing could happen is you have extra footage, right? So it's better to have more than less.
Okay.
So you know, if you have the main one and you have a backup, you shoot with the main doesn't show up, you have the backup, boom, you're fine.
Okay.
You know, same thing, equipment wise, just
double basically.
yeah, you always want to have a backup person, because if you're only basing it around one model, then you're setting yourself up for failure. That's how I see it.
If
you know,
you need particular look, let's say you have a budget, let's say $1,000. You can have two mediocre girls at $500, or you can have one girl at the $1,000. And obviously, designer wants someone worth $5,000. So if you negotiate someone from $5,000 to $1,000, and she doesn't show up, what do?
I mean,
But you have the backup, right?
yeah, I mean, I always suggest to have a backup, but sometimes the client wants to do what they want to do. They only want that person. They don't want to shoot anybody else, and then there's nothing you can do.
You just reschedule. And,
You know, you just reschedule, do another time, see what the problem is. If it's something that's reasonable, you know, somebody, she gets into an accident. What are you going to do?
Okay.
You know, yes, they're reasonable things. But if it's not, then why would you want to work with that person again when they're free anyway?
Okay.
So there's a level of professionalism that you have to have.
Okay, let's look at the wedding situation. You have a wedding, and your crew doesn't show up, or late.
You're
What do
never
you do?
hired again.
We're
Bad
not talking
word,
about
bad
hiring
word,
again, that's Esther. How you handled this wedding? You have that date, like they have the car accident, they have whatever, the better job, they jump, you know, some people keep their gentleman word, some people just, if they have a better gig on that day, instead of assisting you and they can be a lead on the other wedding, they take that.
Well, I mean, I've had situations where, you know, a lead photographer couldn't do the wedding. So we always have second photographers, and the second photographers are always pretty much ready to be a lead. So in that opportunity, and I always have a backup for the second. So then the backup for the second will stack up for second will move up to first.
I see.
And then all it is communication with the bride and groom. Hey, look.
And usually those folks put a little bit more effort to make it their best and wedding actually come out even better.
Absolutely. And
It's,
you know,
for the lead guy, it's just another day on the field. For the second guy, it's to shine. And
that's his moment. That's his moment to step in and say, hey, look, I'm here. Whatever you guys want, I'll take care of it. I have you, right?
Okay.
And putting the client at ease is a perfect thing. So, you know, if you can, I worked in, I always have customer service.
You take a couple of drinks with them, like
you gotta talk to
them.
them. You gotta talk to them, like, you know, tell them, put them at ease by just speaking to them on their level, making sure, whatever it is. If they're worried about it, you know, then you just have to make sure that you lead them the way. That's all. As you said, nothing's changed. We're still gonna take great photos. Let's just move on with your day. That's it. And usually, I would say 99% of the time, it's not a problem.
Okay.
As long as you exude the confidence, then they'll trust you. But if you look nervous,
Yes.
right.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have more requests for tips about wedding photography and fashion photography, Joe hopefully will be back. Yes. Cut.